Marcia Prager, would you please come up? Marcia, I want to say how very much I admire you and the work that you are doing as a rabbi. When I read the plaque, well, you will hear a lot of good things about you and your wonderful ability to lead prayer. But I especially appreciate what you're doing as being the person who is the organizer, the dean, and the organizer of the rabbinic program for the Jewish Renewal Movement. This is a position that requires an enormous amount of sensitivity, intelligence, and kind of smarts as far as the kind of politics of everything. But it also requires the person, Marcia, to be one who is deeply compassionate and who can really help guide people to become the rabbis that they are meant to be. And I just have heard so many stories of this wonderful, wonderful work that you have done for so many and with so many people. So the plaque reads, Tikkun magazine and the Network of Spiritual Progressives is proud to give this award to Marcia Prager in recognition of your contribution to Tikkun Olam, the healing, repair, and transformation of our world. Rabbi Marcia Prager, you have been inspiration for an entire generation of Jewish renewal rabbis. As director of the Jewish Renewal Rabbinic Training Program, you've set the standards high by teaching us to integrate spiritual wisdom with the grace and emotional openness and beauty that Kabbalah calls Tiferet, and of which you are a living example. When we think of the Shekhinah indwelling in the souls of all humans, your way of opening to the God energy in the universe gives this concept a powerful embodiment. Your book, The Path of Blessings, which is a really wonderful book that I recommend everybody read, combined with the startling and nourishing experience so many people have when praying, davening with you, has taught people of all faiths how to pray at a time when prayer has been largely lost to many as a path to God. You are a great teacher and an inspired Rebbe, and through your many gifts, you've made a significant contribution to the healing and the transformation of the world. Bestowed this day, this 14th day of March 2011, the 9th day of Adar 2, 5771. Congratulations.
Nan, Michael, Peter, everyone, thank you. Thank you for still being here. The great Mekubalim, the great Kabbalists teach us that the miracle that is our universe is born brand new every moment. As the flow of divine energy pours like a mighty river of love from the heart of the One. As the expansive forces of creation flow into and become our universe. 4 worlds, 4 levels of spiritual energy emanate from the divine source. Discrete qualities of divinity emerge dialectically, inter and forming each other as divinity flows into and manifests existence. All all of being thrives, bathed in vitality and grace. Kabbalah teaches further that we, human beings, as living vessels of consciousness, are capable of experiencing these energies. We can use our capacity for heightened awareness to travel in these worlds, connecting with our source in the divine. We can also use our capacity to tap these energies so they flow freely in our lives. When we're in the flow, we feel creative, energized, enlivened, cooperative, enthusiastic, compassionate, loving. Yet, often it's not so. We're not so in the flow. The hurts and the disappointments of our lives shut us down. We find ourselves alienated, depressed, cut off, cynical, exhausted. The flow of vitalizing energy, of God energy into the world and our lives, where is it? If we notice it at all, it seems too often barely a trickle, like an inner faucet that's been just turned off. We don't even remember that it was ever on. Starved for real meaning and purpose in our lives, we turn on each other and we destroy our world. We pump pollutants into our air and toxins into our water. We allow the earth, our mother, to die before our eyes. Our fear, our jealousy, our rage, however justified given the injustices that inflame our anger, pour toxins into our relationships. We are ill with hardening of the arteries, a constriction of heart that makes us feel that we must protect ourselves by being selfish and short-sighted, and which then feeds our very sadly addictive attempts to self-medicate with gross overconsumption that leaves us empty inside while enriching the few at the expense of the many. The flow of love and compassion into the world is squeezed. The God field is stretched, tattered. We are thirsty and starved. The flow of holiness into our lives that should unite and vitalize all four worlds of being, knowing, feeling, and acting is constricted, desperately in need of repair. Tikkun, repair. The work of Tikkun is the holy work of restoring the God field, restoring the flow of hope and love and holiness into every aspect of our lives. This Tikkun requires of us that we activate all our capacities, our creativity, our compassion, our caring, our kindness, and reactivate our true mission to partner with God and help each other fulfill our real potential to become our best selves in every aspect of our being. To reopen the channels so goodness, hope, and compassion can flow. When we do this, the effect on our world is profound. Our creativity is unleashed. Our optimism is replenished. And our ability to organize effectively in behalf of the causes that we care about is renewed. One of my teachers, an inspired community organizer, used to say, what you get is never going to be better than who you are. He meant that the society that we create can only be as good as the inner capacities of the actual people who forge it. We can't ever create a society that is better than who we are willing to be. So if we really want to change the world, we have to become the people who are capable of living the vision, of living the changes that we seek. Otherwise, we can dream about it and we can give speeches about it, but we'll never be it. This is what it means to repair the God field and do Tikkun in all four worlds. When my beloved teacher, Reb Zalman, embarked upon the adventure that gave birth to the Aleph Alliance for Jewish Renewal and our Aleph ordination program, which he entrusted first to me and then to our awesome Vod and faculty, he gathered around him a cadre of inspired and inspiring students who became extraordinary spiritual teachers and community leaders, artists of Tikkun in all four worlds. In accepting this award today, I represent all of them. All of the extraordinary teachers and leaders, students and congregants with whom I work every day to create transformative communities, to train spiritual leaders, and to heal and repair souls, minds, hearts, and our planet. In the Aleph ordination program, our work is the spiritual renewal of Judaism as a powerful vehicle of soul and world healing. We celebrate the astonishing creativity of the Jewish people, which has kept our tradition spiritually vibrant throughout millennia of sweeping economic, social, intellectual, and political changes. The tradition of creativity is as central to our people as is our deep loyalty to the traditions of the past. In our global renewal congregations and chavarot, like my Pnei Or congregation in Philadelphia, we have pioneered egalitarian, participatory, and deeply caring models of community. We've invested deeply in Jewish values and nourished a radically ecumenical spirit that encourages delight in the wisdom of other spiritual traditions as well. We work hard to walk our talk, to be the people who can live the changes we seek. In the Aleph ordination program, we train rabbis, rabbinic pastors, and cantors to be Jewish teachers and leaders, artists, healers, and spiritual guides who model Tikkun, a life path of personal growth and self-awareness that emanates from a deep desire to heal our planet, to build new models of community, to live a deeply spiritual Jewish life, to counsel and teach in ways that heal wounded hearts and open closed minds. Together, we discover ever-renewed ways to bring our people's deep wisdom to the larger global project of unfolding the best possible future for the human family. In these ways and more, we open the flow and reach toward God. In accepting this recognition today, I accept it in behalf of each of you who aspires to be co-collaborators in this holy work. Thank you.